Hey y'all, this is Coach Brent Grablechoff, the head coach with Kicking World. We're in our 8th iteration of the National Showcase here, live from Austin, Texas, the music capital they call it. If we pan to the left here, we could see all of the guys that are still in it. Our underclassmen, give us a little wave over here if you're underclassmen. Connor, etc. Underclassmen, stand over this way real quick. Come on over. So give a little quick shout out to these guys. Get me 25 to 24 going this way. So on the far left, Joseph Collins, sort of a newcomer. He came to his first camp this past year. He's killing the ball the whole weekend, looking really, really good for the freshmen. Got Daniel Jackson, a longtime Kicking World camper. He was one of the first ever 8th graders invited.
Again, majority of these kick takers right now, underclassmen, so freshmen and sophomores. Good place kick there. Let's get a look at those Kicking World socks. As Jackson sets up his tee. Daniel Jackson on the hot prospect list. Just a freshman from Minnesota by way of Alexandria Area High School. One of the very few 8th graders that ever had a chance to attend Kicking World. This is Joseph Collins, who has been making a name for himself, might find himself on that hot prospect list at some point in the near future. And now we're ready to go.
And Daniel puts a, did that go just left? I think he might have snuck it in. We'll look at the sheet in a second. Yeah, Daniel was, Daniel and Robert Gunn, one of the alum who's going to Clemson, were 2 of the only 8th graders in a long time.
There you see the kids that remain. And now you're still being asked to boom perfect 50-yard field goal. So we'll start off with the underclassmen. Collins misses. Jackson able to curl it in. This is the underclassman and Daniel Jackson, who's on is the hot prospect for Kicking World. Jackson, does he have the distance? No, the accuracy was there, just a couple of yards short.
Daniel? Oh.
As Jackson, the lone underclassman, still in this field goal competition.
Daniel Jackson, class of 2025.
All right, so we are going to get this thing started. We got a nice little favorable wind gust, so we're going to try to get it going. Where we're at right now, DJ Daniel Jackson from Minnesota, he outright won the younger group, the freshman class, and Clayton and Ethan are about to duke it out to get a winner of the sophomore class. So whoever wins between these two is going to be overall class year for day 2. Daniel's got it on lock. That's not to say any of these guys can't win it all right now. So we're going to start with Daniel Jackson right down the middle. We need to set up our vortex, get a big U going, and then Ethan and Clayton, you're in the hopper on deck.
All right, you heard it from Coach Brent. Live from the field here at Veterans Memorial Stadium at the 2021 Kicking World National Showcase. 60 yards was not enough to give us a champion. We're going to have to push back to 65, and if these kids can convert from there, we might have a record broken. Right now, the Kicking World record is 65 yards. 66 could break that. And what a place to break a record on YouTube in front of a live audience with possible college coaches looking for their next kicker, watching right now in front of your team, in front of your colleagues, in front of a worldwide audience. I mean, it doesn't get much more pressure packed than this. Talk about making a name for yourself and getting that opportunity. This was the place, and this is the chance to do it. The youngster in Daniel Jackson, only a freshman, obviously listed as a hot prospect, and you can understand why, as he, the lone freshman class member, to make it to the final grouping, as he is trying to convert this field goal from 65 yards out. And we have to give you the wide angle shot because that's the only way we can fit everything into this kick. Just to give you an idea for how far we're trying to go here. And you can see that wind still a factor, as it never really settled down. It stayed consistently in the double digits with the gust. But that wind, will it aid Jackson?
65 yards. Here we go. Get it up.
Oh, Coach talked about the Instagram curse earlier. Will somebody be able to break it now? Here's Jackson. Monster launch. Jackson just a tad short from 65. But again, just a freshman, y'all. Just a freshman from Minnesota, Alexandria Area High School. One of the very few 8th graders ever to attend, as he was the 8th grader last year at the Kicking World 2020 National Showcase. Just a freshman this year.
Here we go. Daniel Jackson first up, 65 yards. Here we go. Get it up, guys. Get it up. Oh my. Oh my. He's only a freshman, guys. The 25 field goal winner, that's freshmen's. If you guys were watching, we had a freshman that went back to 60 yards. His longest made kick was 55. He was one of, I believe, 3 kickers as an 8th grader that ever came to our showcase last year. Him, the Clemson guy we talk a lot about, Robert, and another guy about 4 years ago. So very small family of 8th graders. So from Minnesota, he always goes to our Minneapolis camps, 7 for 7 through 55. He missed out at 60, just didn't have it. It's a far kick for his age. 2025, Daniel Jackson from Alexandria Central High School, Minnesota. Right now,